Good day, and welcome to Gone Guy TV. In today's episodes, we're going to explore the mystery of Stonehenge. Well, at least the Las Vegas version of Stonehenge, and perhaps you didn't even know that existed. And as well, we'll be exploring the potential relationship between the Las Vegas version of Stonehenge and aliens. And why, you might ask. You are asking, yes? Ah, good. Why, you might ask, would we do this? Well, it all goes back to my childhood. In the century I was born, the 1900s, television was considered the medium of truth, and its inspiration was undeniable. And thus, here we are. Well, now you know a little bit about why I do what I do. So, today's episode, we're going to go explore Ryan Henge, which is just outside of Las Vegas. Let's go take a look. As I've noted before, if it's interesting and in Nevada, it's going to be pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and Ryan Henge is no different. To establish its alien roots, we could notice the proximity of Ryan Henge to the infamous Area 51, and further note that on the map it is bisected by the 37th parallel, better known as the Paranormal Highway. In more earthly terms, we can see that the Ryan Henge is a mere hour from the Strip, north on the 15, and then a jaunt up the 93. Finding the exit off the 15 as you head north is pretty simple. It's the Highway 93 exit, also known as the Great Basin Highway, heading towards Alamo and Crystal Springs. It is also easy to spot due to the very large Love's truck stop at that intersection. Continue on the 93, going past the Coyote Springs Golf Course, one of the most remote in all of Nevada, which is located right next to the largest housing development never created. And that will be the subject of another episode. Continue past the golf course for several minutes, and you will see the sign for Western Elite, accompanied by a statue of a large eagle. Turn left into the driveway, and you will see a card check off to the left-hand side. If it's occupied, they'll ask you to sign in, and if not occupied, well, you'll do like we did and wander around. Once inside the property, you'll quickly find yourself in front of Ryan Henge, which was a decades-long project of one Ryan Williams, who we see here, who bears a striking resemblance to this fellow, which you may recognize. Again, perhaps the undeniable connection to the aliens. As noted earlier, Ryan Williams was the creator of Ryan Henge, and he is also the CEO of Western Elite, upon which land Ryan Henge currently sits. Williams, a longtime Las Vegas resident, spent lots of time out at this property where he could see the stars away from the bright city lights. During one of these viewings, Williams realized he could see the stars move through the night sky. This revelation awoke a sense of wonder, and he soon started hammering stakes into the ground to mark the positions of various stars and constellations. From there, Williams was inspired to build a solar calendar that mirrored the famous standing stones of England. Because his birthday falls in the winter solstice, Williams decided that his Ryan Henge would map out the 21st day of each month. He started mapping out sunrises and sunsets for the 21st of each month, a task that took him over 10 years to complete, since he was often competing with cloudy days. Williams, determined that Ryan's Henge to function the way he wanted it to, he needed 57 columns of various widths. A world map is painted on the ground and circled by the columns. At the center of that map is a tall pole with a hole cut into it. Visitors who stop by at high noon can see a tiny ray of sunlight peeking through the pole. Or it may be that the creation of Ryan's Henge, as some have suggested, was a result of Ryan Williams' encounter with the aliens. Some believe that evidence of the aliens can be seen in these markings in, hieroglyphics of the unknown language of our visitors. Others say they're simply drawings and initials of people who have visited and family members. You be the judge. As we can see in this flyover, this complex created by Williams, or at least influenced perhaps by the aliens, contains much more than just Ryan's Henge. As we'll see shortly, it contains animals, trains, cars, town, and even, dare I add, a dragon's lair. And this has brought to mind in some folks questions as to why. Were these towns created to help our visitors assimilate, or just there for their entertainment value? It's hard not to notice that, these towns are somewhat dated and have been around for quite a while. Perhaps our visitors have been coming for a long time. Even this chapel takes on something of a otherworld look. And the vehicles, for purposes of assimilation or a warning as what to watch out for. In this compound, or structure, fort perhaps, in its design, is it to keep the curious out, or to keep something in? And then there are the animals. Are they there for support? Were they perhaps early arrivers to set the path for those that followed? Or perhaps they're simply there for entertainment and companionship. What is clear, based on their centralized location within the compound, is their importance to the entire experience. Let us take another look at how the centralized location of the animals, as well as the overview of the aliens, come into play in this what? Wait, what is this? I'm truly sorry for this interruption in today's episode. However, heavy is the burden that is carried upon the shoulders of a YouTube content creator. When we first sign up to do YouTube creation, we swear an oath, always, to uphold the highest standards of truth and transparency. And as such, I must at this point confess that there is an upside, a bright side, to the alien influence in Ryan's Henge. Here, let me explain. You see, every year the Williams family transforms the Ryan Henge complex into a Christmas winter wonderland and then opens the gates to all their neighbors, friends, relatives, and quite frankly, anybody who loves Christmas to come by and enjoy the festivities with them. There's no charge for this. They simply want Christmas to be enjoyed by all. And for this, we say to the Williams, God bless you, one and all. So, as we welcome you back to today at Stonehenge, we invite you to join us as we look around and explore this rather magical and fascinating place. And, well, and as I get to practice with my drone, which I don't get to do very often without other people watching. Yeah, I am a little self-conscious about it, but then, well, okay. Too much talking, let's just simply enjoy. As our visit to Ryan's Henge comes to a close, I did want to share with you one last gift from the Williams and perhaps his alien friends, and that is the labyrinth that cannot be solved, but has a message we never want to forget. So, if the question is, did the aliens in fact build Stonehenge? Well, I think it's safe to say that from what we've learned today, they definitely built Ryan Henge. Ryan Henge. Go for the mystery. Go for the fun. Go for the intrigue. Go for the aliens. But be sure to go.